Hi there, it's Susan Lane here, and it's been a wee while since I've done one of these videos. Some time ago, I registered with a friend to run the Manchester Marathon, and we were training. We'd got our training up to 20 miles, which was further than I'd ever got. I've wanted to run a marathon since I was about 15, and running has always been part of my kind of mental health strategy, or trying to keep me sane, trying to keep everybody around about me sane, if you like. So, as I said, we had trained up to 20 miles by March 2019, and of course, COVID came along, kicked the legs from it. So it was then postponed, and then it was postponed again, and a couple of times in there I tried to kickstart the training, tried to keep it going, but without that end goal in mind, I just kept falling away. And the kind of long and short of it was my fitness has dropped, uh, more than I care to admit, actually, and I've piled weight on, and my mental health dropped, and it's just been plodding along like that on a wee bit of a downward spiral, both health wise and mental attitude wise, everything wise. And due to another wee bit of work I was doing this morning, I had a bit of an epiphany, a bit of a moment. Now, that moment, to be fair, has coincided with me being out early-ish in the morning, seeing people out running and thinking, I actually really want to get back out and do that. And as I said, on some work I was doing through the Gratitude, Inspiration and Happiness group that I run, I had a bit of an epiphany. And it was about our reasons for why we do certain things. And I actually came face to face with my reason for running, which is not what I've always thought it was, which was quite an inspiring thought. Anyway, the long and the short of it was, I have just taken myself out for my first walk run. It wasn't a run, it was a walk run, in months. And what I did was I walked for 5 minutes and I ran for a minute, and I walked for 5 minutes and I ran for a minute. And for a couple of them in the middle, I ran for 2 minutes. But there was only two I did that for. The rest were all 1 minutes. And I did a 3 mile circuit. It's actually twice round a 1.5 mile circuit, so I'm never actually that far away from my house if it all gets too much. And just even knowing that gives me a bit of confidence when I'm kind of starting out and I haven't run for a while. So I just thought I would share this. I'm also feeling a bit gutted because the Manchester Marathon that I had originally signed up for finally happened on Sunday there, and obviously I got to about 3 or 4 weeks before it and thought, nah, not ready, not mentally ready, not physically ready, and it's just crazy to, I know what's involved now, so to try and do it without having put the work in is just crazy, and actually more detrimental than actually, admitting defeat and learning from it and moving on. So that possibly subconsciously has been part of all of this as well, and part of getting me back out again. So I've got my Manchester Marathon t-shirt on, got myself out, and I had actually deferred my membership to next year. So it's April 2022 is going to be the marathon, and I'm going to do it right before my 53rd birthday. I am going to do this. If it kills me, and it just might. No, all joking aside. But I was talking to my husband about it, and he said, remember those videos you used to do about this, Susan? He said, get doing them again. He said, because see, for all the people who are out there who are disciplined and consistent and motivated, he said, for every one of them, there's 10 like yourself who desperately want to, but who procrastinate, who have a lack of confidence, a lack of motivation, a lack of self-belief, limiting beliefs, negative self-talk, all that nonsense going on, that you just might be able to help. Why don't you start your videos again when you're training, the good, the bad, the ugly, and put it out there, and you might just inspire somebody else. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about gratitude. I'm grateful at 52 that I can actually go out and pound the pavements, albeit really slowly. I'm grateful for the happiness that the endorphins kick in after I've done it. And yeah, I would love the opportunity to inspire others to be able to do the same. Doesn't matter how old you are, how unfit you are, how fat you are, whatever you may think. If you put one foot in front of the other, you're doing more than the majority. So that's my wee share, and yeah, I'm planning and getting myself out 2 to 3 times a week just now, because I'm not quite ready to start the training plan yet, but I need to get myself to a level where I am ready to start the training plan. And I'm not going for world records. If I can get round that 6 hours, I'll be doing cartwheels if I can still stand at the end. So if you fancy joining me on this journey, I'd love you to connect with me. You'll find me, I'm on Instagram as the Digital Infinity Lifestyle, and I'm also on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, the Digital Infinity Lifestyle as well. And yeah, you'll get me on there as well as here on YouTube. So all the best. Come along, join me on the journey. Let's see if we can inspire each other to keep going when the dark nights kick in, and the rain and the wind and the the prospect of staying in and nice and warm and dry is more exciting than getting the shoes on and getting out there. So thanks for listening, folks. Namaste, namasko.